Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show, and I am so excited for this next segment because every year we are favored by having the folks from the Neil Simon Festival join us here in Park City. They bring their show from Southern Utah to us, and that means our friend Clarence Gilyard is here. Welcome to the show, sir.
Good morning again.
You brought your daughter with you as well. Rachel Gilyard is here.
My best friend in Cedar City.
Buddy.
Best friend, Peter Sham.
And his daughter.
And his daughter, Olivia.
Yes.
It's great to have you guys here. I'm thrilled.
Always great to be here.
It's fun. Finally, we're going to find out the truth because we have the girls here.
The truth? Wait a minute. It's too early for the truth.
Just read the prompter.
I'll tell you the truth a little
Go
bit
for the truth.
We've heard some fish stories here.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
bet.
over the past couple of years. So we're gonna get that taken care of.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to uncover some truth.
Excellent.
I'm thrilled to have you guys here. So, Neil Simon Festival, we're bringing a couple of really great shows to us. London Suite,
Yes.
right? And also Brighton Beach.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brighton
Oh, boy.
Beach Memoirs.
Brighton
You
Beach
know.
Memoirs. Yeah.
I have. That's the only one I'm familiar with of the two. So,
It's one of his absolute best.
Is that right?
It really
Yeah.
is. It was the one that really, when he took the throne as the greatest playwright in America, that was the one, I think, that
Brighton
really
Beach.
put him in.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
Beautiful.
think that's, I've heard that argument made, and I think it's probably a fair statement.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I was interested. Originally I thought, well, gosh, for sure you guys are acting together, father-daughter, in each of these.
We are, but the show that we were in on Golden Pond is done. It's
Okay.
in Cedar City.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
But you'll split up for these.
Yes.
So that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're acting.
We act together
We're acting
in Brighton
together.
Beach,
Okay.
and Rachel and I act together in London. Well, we're not. We don't actually share the stage together, but we're both in London Suite together.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
This
they're
is
both
excellent.
funny, but not at the same time.
Yes.
Right.
What is it like to get to have your daughters in the show with you? This is, I'm,
Go, you
It
look like you have
was
something on your
okay. I'll be honest. I'll be honest.
What?
I'll lay the truth
and I'll
out there.
and I'll
And you lie. All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was hard.
it was hard.
It was hard. No, first of all, she definitely should be in the summer season. She's fantastic. But I needed to not be a dad, and I needed to stay away from her during the rehearsal process.
Right.
Right. Like when we have curtain calls, I come and I tickle her when the show's over. But I did the exact opposite for the whole month and a half. I just
This is a
stayed
good idea.
away. Yeah.
Here's what we know in Park City. Never teach your own kids to ski.
Absolutely.
I've been in,
that's-
well, yeah.
Right.
Well,
It's
Right.
important. You
Or
just don't do
sail
it.
or any of that stuff.
Right.
Right.
You let somebody else
I've
teach
been
them.
in one of his classes though. So I was, I have. No, he's a great teacher, but he stayed completely away for this one. He let the director direct. So we were, yeah, it was great.
I don't. I have no. We're just kind of an extension of everything. Our house is a sitcom home, so it just completely moves over to the stage.
Is that right?
just relatively easily.
And I can attest to that because I directed your family.
Yes.
Olivia, do you feel this way? Is it a sitcom home?
Well, she was.
Absolutely.
I don't think I never taught you in any way. Like I don't feel like I had any influence on you at all. Actually. You're just your own
good
person.
thing, too.
She's her own person. I've
No, I'll
always
come
loved
home
her.
and be like, hey, look what I learned today. Yeah,
Yeah.
the first time that I started really being on stage a lot, and it kind of just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He was like, wait a minute, where did you learn that
Where did you
from?
study
Right.
that?
What did you study? I didn't teach you anything. He
Yeah.
doesn't help me. I mean, not like he doesn't help
You're
me
one
with
of the
anything.
Truth America heroes.
Lord have mercy.
But yeah, we've always just kind of been.
We just kind of osmose each other's stuff. Like,
Happy home, though.
Yeah.
You say it's from a
Very.
sitcom home. Happy home.
Yeah, in fact, well, and my wife in the show is my wife. She couldn't make it this morning, but
Right.
Kirsten Sham stars as Kate. So we play husband and wife, but we've shared the stage many times together as well.
Does it? Do you think it helps their relationship when they're on stage together? And Neil Simon has kind of a banter about it. So do you feel like when you look at your mom and dad in that situation, and then at home, what do you see?
I mean, yeah, they're partners and best friends in every aspect of life. It's the same
Yeah.
thing on the stage as in the home.
Yeah,
The play is fantastic.
The play's beautiful.
The
Yeah.
play is, first of all, it's written fantastic.
Beautiful.
Right?
Right.
But we have a fantastic cast. We have Kyler plays our Eugene.
Kyler
It's-
Krause.
Kyler Krause.
Yeah. He is swinging for the seats.
Really?
Right, because it's episodic and it's
Yeah.
like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You know what I mean? He
Yes.
comes in
My
and out
favorite
of,
movie.
He comes in and out of the action of the play, and it just moves because it's heavy. I mean, it's long,
Yeah.
it's hilarious, and then it's poignant, and it's episodic and scenic, and it moves all around the stage and everything. And the cast is fantastic.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
cast, the Shams are fantastic. And so it was easy directing it. I just had to make sure that I was focused on helping them do what they do best.
Yeah, and that's got to be fun. You're directing your friend and his family.
Did I say he was my friend?
Yeah, you said that
Best
in past.
friend in Cedar. I've written it down.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
That's- yes.
Yeah.
And
I think that
listening
counts.
to that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know if you're my best friend in Las Vegas. I think Wayne Newton. I think
It might have been your best friend
my
there.
best friend.
Yeah.
Right.
But you're second.
What was that like? I mean, that's when you're.
Well,
you got to direct.
I don't know if you
still got
remember,
to tell him
but
what to do.
I directed him in Laughter on the 23rd floor.
Right.
Yes.
And
That's where we first.
oh my gosh.
But he was
Oh
out
my
of
gosh.
control.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. And this is the exact opposite.
Yeah, it is.
In a sense, right?
Completely different, yeah.
That you were out of control.
Of course, I punched the wall.
Right. That's right.
All right. We turn to Rachel. Rachel. So I've known your dad for a few years now.
Yeah.
And
too.
I gotta say,
Here it comes.
one of the happiest people I've ever met. Has an affinity for making other people happy. I assume that that's what you see day to day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Talk
course.
about your dad for a minute.
Oh, it's fantastic. I sat in some of the Brighton Beach memoir rehearsals. It's my favorite play of the season, and it's really fun to watch everyone work with him. Yeah, and I think that helps that he is that happy. That, like for rehearsals and stuff, he's not, a taskmaster or anything. Like he's.
I'm just waiting for that one
I
over
know.
there.
Yeah, no.
I hear the laughing. No.
She's completely telling the truth.
Yeah.
He is.
He's a little of a taskmaster just to him, which is fine.
I wasn't here for
Actually, I have
Laughter on the 23rd floor.
For me, because I've done both festivals. I did 12 years with Utah Shakes Festival. And last year I
Right.
spent the summer at Utah Shakes. And I was telling my favorite memory of last year's festival experience for me was popping into the Neil Simon Festival and just seeing his face and saying hi. That was my greatest memory of my summer last year, with the other festival.
Rachel, I've got to ask you, as much as I'm certain that's the case. In fact, I'm glad you bring it here, but I've got to see it down there at least once.
That's true.
something we've got to do.
That's true.
It's a different experience. But talk to me about your experience here in Utah. Clarence has had this experience several times. You didn't come with last year.
It's
right?
been one of the best summers I've ever had. It's fantastic, and I'm so happy to be up here. I guess it's going to be different. We have to move into a smaller stage,
It
but
is
the
a smaller
Egyptian
space.
is fantastic.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's a fun place to
gorgeous.
perform.
Yeah.
Everybody can
Little
hear
theater.
you.
That's so true, and
tremendous.
everyone here is so lovely. I've loved every one of our audiences. So it's just the people are really nice. I love Utah. This is the first time I've been here.
So you're having a good time.
Honestly,
I'm having the best time. The summer's gone so fast, and everyone in the festival is amazing. And I can't believe we only have a week left, less than that.
I know.
Yeah.
It's interesting seeing Rachel, my little girl, playing a sophisticated woman in London, for a weekend on a shopping spree on stage. It's
Does it make you uncomfortable? Does it make you feel? What are the emotions that you're having?
like you.
Yeah.
I say, where did she get the talent? I mean, where did she get this ability to do this, to play the character so truthfully?
Yeah.
Like both these gals,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
She moves very. You can say it's a dad talking, but it's not. I mean, we're professionals, so we know what we're talking
Right.
about as far as.
No, I think about my daughter when you talk about this, and I remember once she said she wanted to meet an actress, and I said, all right, I've got a way you can meet her. You can interview her. And I set her up to do the interview, and she was, of course, nervous, right? And she gets to the interview, and all of a sudden, it's like a kid I didn't know. And I'm like, kind of freaked, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Same experience.
Exactly true. Yeah.
Isn't that
Right.
weird?
Yeah.
And I don't remember, I've never taught her any of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But she
you
said
did.
the right things.
But you did.
I guess
You
it
just- you
imbued.
did. Yeah.
I imbued her with it somehow.
Yeah, they grow,
I don't
well,
know.
when they grow up in the worlds that we've grown up, that we've made for them to grow up into.
Right.
Right?
Be that as it may.
Well, that's right. You
Yeah.
know, our kids in Utah, all the kids, not just my daughter, they grew up with Shakespeare. They grew up with comedy. They grew up with
Right.
all these things, and that informs their sensibilities, and they grow up into these wonderful human beings because of that.
That is terrific.
Yeah.
And you know, see if you believe, Peter. So we talk about in acting class, we both teach studios.
Right.
You talk about making choices, right? You talk about actors making choices.
Correct, yeah.
Then you see your daughters make these creative choices
Yeah.
that you would never even think of. There's
Right.
things they're doing on
Yes.
stage. You're like,
Yes.
wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty impressive, girl.
Because that's the hardest thing to do as an actor, I
Yeah,
think.
right. Is to be alive and free,
to be
creative,
you.
and, right.
Right.
Imaginative, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard people say, well, they just act like themselves, you know, for certain
no.
actors. I'm like, look,
No.
let me tell you something. Do you have any idea how hard it is to act like
That's the
yourself?
hardest thing
That's
to
the
do.
hardest thing
It
to
is,
do.
exactly.
Right. So I've got to ask you, because we're almost out of time and I want to get to my favorite part of doing this. What are your favorite individual lines?
Oh.
So when you think about this for a moment, she knows hers right away. So Rachel?
Oh, I get to do a Scottish accent. It's one of my favorite things, and it's
Okay.
And the pressure's
I'd
off
like to
because
hear the
it's
lines
as
in
it-
Scottish.
she's
Yes.
fabulous.
Hopefully yours, Dennis Cummings. That's it. I have to read a letter.
All right, who's next? Let's take it.
I'd say any line that prefaces me screaming and then slamming a door and running
We
somewhere.
have a door. We can arrange this.
You know,
So good. That's true.
saving up all of my energy. You got to get a really good slam. That's the trick.
Yeah.
No.
And Dad's never heard that before.
Favorite. Oh.
You do that
Damn.
now, Olivia.
I do the
Exiting.
I wonder where
in a
it comes
huff.
from. Wow.
That's great.
I don't know that favorite line. I have favorite scenes. One of my favorite scenes is a scene in which I speak to my little sister about my father who's passed. That's one of my favorite scenes. And another one with my mother towards the end of the show, where everything is kind of laid out on the table and we get to scream quite a lot. But it's
You
very
like the
fun.
screaming?
I do. I like
does.
it.
Well,
who doesn't?
It's a
She does. It's a natural
Olivia.
extension. No, I'm kidding. You know what my favorite line is? I have to say to
You
her.
managed to embarrass her, which is what a
yeah.
dad has to do.
I have to say to her, I know I'm not your father. It's not my place to make decisions for you. But I can offer advice.
My guess is
always-
the next time you hear this, you're going to break up just a little bit.
I always
Really
hear
nice.
friends that I have in the audience go when I said that because they all know that we're related.
Yeah, they're all
And they all go,
cute, man.
"Oh."
My father's saying he's not, and whoa, cute.
That's great. All right, Clarence, your turn. Favorite line?
Favorite line.
Favorite line.
No.
As a dr-
Favorite line.
No.
That's his favorite line in
Oh
everything.
my gosh, I get to say no a lot.
Yeah.
This whole season I got to say nope and no and
No.
no.
I thought it would be about
there's
the
some-
lesbians.
Oh no.
I was going to ask your favorite emotion next time, but you just went through three. So we're set on that. Peter, your turn.
Oh my gosh.
I gave her that one. When
That's yours.
that
That's
is
your
my
favorite.
one.
Okay.
Favorite line?
Because I'm
Yeah.
with my daughter for the first time on stage in my life. You know, it was the first time we've ever been on stage together.
Can I ask you, we've got just another moment. That very first time, opening, curtains open.
Yeah.
First time with your kid on the scene
my
or
gosh.
with dad.
Oh my
So
gosh.
let's hear it.
Well, it's not the curtain up. It's in our play. Her character gets to lay into me, you know, and try to mend all of the divisiveness that's gone on in her 20 plus years. And she looks at me on stage, and I have to hold the look.
Yeah.
Real emotions.
Yeah, it's real good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Okay.
It
Guys.
was a blast. It was great fun.
Yeah, it's great.
It was just high energy. I was completely.
very comfortable.
We got a lot of the laughing out before opening.
Yeah, we would break.
We would break.
and sing.
That's true. All of
Clarence, his direction
Managing
for
the sham.
Yeah.
That's what
Managing the shams.
rehearsal was like.
kids,
All right.
kids, come
One of the
on
hardest
now,
things
and we
to
would
do
always be.
is that dinner scene. There's a scene where we're
Yeah,
all
that's
around
good.
the table,
Yes.
and
That's
so
a good
you
point.
can see everyone at the table,
Yes.
and this one is making faces, and Trevor is doing weird
right.
things
That's right.
every single time he did a
Trevor
different thing.
Messenger, one of our students. From,
Yeah, he's at the head of the table
Yeah.
Yeah.
asking for condiments. while a
Tremendous.
clock is ticking.
Yeah.
So it's
very fun.
silent.
And everybody's like
everyone's got to
not looking at anybody's face.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to thank you guys so very much for being here. We're taking it right to the end of the hour today, and it's so much fun.
Wednesday?
Neil Simon Festival. So let's talk about the dates and times.
Tomorrow night, Wednesday at
When are we doing?
I think we're 8 o'clock. Yes, Brighton Beach Memoirs is Wednesday and Friday
Right.
and Sunday
Sunday.
at 6 o'clock.
Right.
Okay.
And then London Suite is on Thursday and Saturday.
Saturday.
It's at 8 o'clock.
All right. It's all over at the
Come
Egyptian
and laugh.
Theater.
Come
Come and
and
have a
laugh.
great time.
Come laugh with us.
with your friends.
That's our
It's
mantra,
your
right?
family.
Yes.
Now that's funny.
Now that's funny.
Now it's fun.
Neil
That
Simon.
is.
Now that's funny. Now that's funny.
She's trying like 5 other emotions here. Yeah, like, we're
that's
gonna
funny.
work on this during
Now
the
that's
commercial break.
Funny.
Thank you guys so very much for being here as always. It's
Thank
great.
you.
Come enjoy the Neil Simon Festival with your family.
right.
This is them right here on the Mountain Morning Show.
Every
Thank you so very much for being here, guys.
Thank you.
We'll be back with the next hour right after these messages.